His size turned heads everywhere he went, and his piercing stare made strangers keep their distance. But appearances told only half of Butch's story. Butch was the kind of dog people never forgot. He carried himself like royalty and commanded respect everywhere he went. He had the face of a wolf, the massive body of a polar bear, and a personality that was impossible to ignore. He was charismatic, endlessly funny, and seemed to know exactly who he was. Long before he found a home, Butch had been abandoned. Together with his brother, he wandered the street for months, surviving however they could. Eventually, animal control picked them up and brought them to the local pound. From there, their lives took very different paths. One day, while scrolling through a rescue group's Facebook page, his future owner came across a post asking potential adopters which dog they were interested in. The answer was simple: I don't want to choose. Just give me the dog who needs the most love. The rescue replied almost immediately. They said there was one dog who desperately needed someone to believe in him. His name was Butch.
Hey, it's like, come on, Al, keep scratching my belly.
Based on what the rescue had learned, Butch and his brother had likely spent their early lives on a rural property outside Sydney. They were probably raised to become guard dogs, but that life never suited Butch. He simply wasn't built for aggression, no matter what people expected from a dog his size.
Butchie! Butchie! Get on, bud.
At some point, the two dogs either escaped the property or were simply thrown away. No one knows exactly what happened. His brother was adopted almost as soon as he arrived at the shelter, but Butch stayed behind. Day after day, he watched other dogs leave while he remained in his kennel. Shelter staff noticed that Butch didn't like strangers touching his head or grabbing his tail. During his behavioural assessment, he may have snapped, or perhaps he simply reacted to the overwhelming stress of the shelter environment. Whatever happened, it became another reason for people to pass him by. Sadly, large dogs often face an uphill battle in Australian shelters. Many people automatically assume that a powerful-looking dog must also be dangerous. Because of that stereotype, dogs like Butch are sometimes given very little time to find a family before their future becomes uncertain. Then everything changed. The rescue group brought Butch to his new home, and from the very first moment, there was an instant connection. His owner later described it as love at first sight. Looking into Butch's eyes, it felt as though they had been waiting to find each other all along. Building trust didn't happen overnight, but slowly Butch began to let his guard down. Watching him learn to trust and finally accept his new owner as part of his pack became one of the most rewarding experiences imaginable. Every small step forward felt like a victory, proving that patience and kindness could heal wounds no one else could see.
Good boy.
They lived close to the beach, and nothing made Butch happier than swimming. It didn't matter whether they were walking along the coastline, hiking through the bush, or exploring a forest. Somehow Butch could always find water. It was almost as if he had a built-in compass leading him to the nearest lake, creek, or ocean. Once he entered the water, he became mesmerizing to watch. He didn't splash wildly like most dogs. Instead, he glided across the surface with remarkable grace and confidence. There was something majestic about the way he moved, and people would often stop, sit beside them, and simply watch him swim. Although Butch loved people, he was selective about who entered his world. Trust had to be earned. But once someone became part of his circle, he was fiercely loyal and would do absolutely anything for them. He truly was an alpha dog, not because he was aggressive, but because he carried quiet confidence. He lived life entirely on his own terms and could be unbelievably stubborn whenever he wanted. Watching Butch enjoy every swim became one of his owner's greatest joys. His owner would gladly take a muddy house, dirty clothes, and a soaking wet car if it meant seeing Butch that happy. He embraced every day with an incredible passion for life, reminding everyone around him that happiness could be found in the simplest moments.
Oh, has PK come? Has PK come?
Such a good boy.
Butch lived to the wonderful age of 14. When the time finally came, he passed away peacefully, surrounded by love. Losing him left an enormous emptiness that words could never fully describe. It felt like saying goodbye to a true soulmate.
Hey, it's like, come on, Al, keep scratching my belly.
Looking back now, his owner has never believed that the rescue only went one way. People often say they rescued their dog, but with Butch, it always felt like the opposite was true. Through his quiet strength, unwavering loyalty, and joyful spirit, Butch changed his life forever. He became a more patient, compassionate person and found a lifelong purpose in helping animals still waiting for someone to believe in them. Carrying on Butch's legacy has become the best way to honour the dog who rescued him. Today, Butch's legacy continues. Somewhere in a shelter tonight, another misunderstood dog is hoping someone will look beyond appearances and simply choose the one who needs love the most. If Butch's story touched your heart, consider adopting, fostering, volunteering, or supporting a rescue organisation. Every rescue has the power to change 2 lives instead of 1. And wherever Butch is now, his owner hopes he still knows just how deeply he was loved and that he will never, ever be forgotten.